Hello! I'm sure you've all heard the story about the underwear bomber by now. This guy was attempting to detonate a bomb in order to bring down an airplane, and the bomb was in his underwear. Now, I could get into the another reason why religion has to go shtick, but most people already know how I feel about that issue. Instead, I'll talk about the bomb's location. A bomb in somebody's underwear seems like a really bad idea to me. Now, what if the bomb malfunctions and only partially detonates? The idea of having my genitals blown off and surviving does not appeal to me in any way, shape, or form. Now, the guy probably put it in his underwear to decrease the chances that it might get detected, and I'm not sure how security would have handled it if they did notice it on the body scanner. Excuse me, sir, is that a stick of dynamite in your pants? And why is there a ticking noise coming from your ding-a-ling? I just hope this guy doesn't have to run to the bathroom due to cramping. It could give a whole new meaning to the expression explosive diarrhea. There was a study in the UK that showed that 1 in 6 mobile phones in Britain have fecal matter on them. The study also showed that 92% of cell phones are contaminated with bacteria. Now, the study suggests that Brits are lying about their hygiene habits and are failing to wash their hands after going to the bathroom. Now, I'm not sure how anybody gets turd on their hand while going to the bathroom, and if you accidentally did, why you wouldn't take the time to thoroughly wash your hands. So it could be that one person got poop on their hands and spread it on the door handle when they were leaving the bathroom. And then from that point on, anybody else who touches the door handle gets a handful of somebody else's bum dirt. So the odds of the filthy person spreading their crap everywhere is pretty high. Think about it. He gets poop on his hand, poop on the door handle in the bathroom, poop on the handle for the microwave, poop when he touches the stairway railing. Then anybody who comes in contact with any of those things will have a little bit of this guy's poop on their hand and will consequently spread it to others. Kind of like a poop virus that spreads and can't be stopped. It's like a poop chain letter. It's like a poop conga line. I think if I go to England, I'm going to make an effort not to shake hands and also make an effort to not touch, well, just about anything. The alternative is to wear rubber gloves anywhere I go, or stop and put hand sanitizer on anything I plan to touch. Except my lunch, of course. If you're looking to buy weed, there's plenty of ways that you can go about it. Trying to find somebody who sells weed is pretty risky because you could get caught by the cops. Still, it's safe to say that some ways are riskier than others. Buying from someone you trust is probably the best way, or at least that's what I would think, as I'm not a smoker of the wacky tobacco. I also think there are ways of looking that are extremely risky, and others that are just plain dim-witted. Which leads me to a story I read where a woman named Amika Dave was arrested for posting requests to buy marijuana on Craigslist. So she made the request in the casual encounters section and stated that she was new to town and that she was looking for Mary Jane. So police responded to her request and arranged to meet her in a parking lot where they promptly arrested her. I guess she thought she would throw off the authorities by calling it Mary Jane instead of marijuana. She must have mistakenly believed that the cops aren't actually up on their dope slang. Now, there are other slang words that you can use for marijuana that the cops might not be aware of, like giggle sticks or sweet wheat. How could anyone have such poor judgment as to solicit illegal narcotics on a public forum? Maybe she couldn't find the cannabis section on Craigslist and decided to take a risk in another section. Or maybe she thought the casual encounter section of Craigslist is just full of pot smokers. It could also be that her judgment was clouded after polishing off a Mickey of vodka and following it with a line of Coke. I actually have no proof of that. I'm just assuming something must have impaired her judgment. At least now she can go back to Craigslist and solicit for a lawyer. Today's question of the day is, name some other ways that you might try and locate drugs that are probably not intelligent. And if the cops are watching, I don't condone smoking drugs. I don't condone doing anything illegal. Don't come and arrest me. Today's other question of the day is, what is your favorite cookie? I am a big fan of peanut butter and shortbread. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to fave, comment, write, read, fridge, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, what do you guys think of the new background? I know I'm always changing it, but I decided to go for something a little more flamboyant. I don't know what the word is. So the odds of the filthy... So I think if I go and... The alternative is to wear rubber gloves. Always risky because you could get caught. I also think there are ways for looking... I think as to solicit illegal narcotica after polishing off a mid-key... After polishing off a mid-key...